So just to go back to day one, when we talked about what you can control, you cannot control who the mediator is. You can give 2 options or 3 options, and what will typically happen is your spouse will give 2 or 3 options. You will give 2 or 3 options. A best case scenario, one of those people are the same people on each list, right? And quite frankly, even if you're in a big town, there's not a ton of mediators that are in family law. There are a lot of mediators. So when you're looking for them, you're really looking at family law mediators, as opposed to there's tons of mediators doing employment things and business things. Okay. So you're really trying to gear towards the family law. And then you want to see what their background is. If you need finance, the kids, just like Kristen said. So if you can't control the mediator, you have to control how you show up to the mediator. And so like what's going to happen? Okay, you don't have anybody that's on the same list. If your spouse is toxic, they are going to scream louder and longer than you will. So they are going to rail on their attorney. We better get our mediator or else. Your answer is okay. It doesn't matter who the mediator is. Like you're taking a crapshoot by picking any mediator because you don't know their process and they don't know anybody else's process. So they just live within a box and do what they want to, except for they go to some trainings. And even then, a lot of these mediation circles in these towns are gate kept by a few attorneys that became the first mediators, and they're the best mediators, right? And everybody else is below me. Again, I would typically, in a toxic situation, I will typically default to a judge, a former judge attorney, and then you got to figure out whether it's a male or female. And there's a psychology around that.